Exodus 17, 8 to 16. You have to read this short passage. It's a fascinating passage. Let me tell you why I'm speaking to it today. I was driving along and I thought, I just felt, Jeremiah says in chapter 20, verse 9, he said, Lord, your word is a fire in my bones, and I'm weary of holding it in. And he was saying this even after feeling a little discouraged. You see in verse 7, he feels almost betrayed by God himself. But then he says, but Lord, your word is a fire in my bones. I need to speak it. Now, today I wasn't feeling betrayed by God. There are times that we feel let down by God, and it's okay. Read Psalm 10, 1 to 2, just crying out to God, where are you? Right? But I was feeling a little tired and weary, and I was looking at some things that I need faith for today. And honestly, I felt God in his mercy welling up a challenge and a call and his grace for faith. And I was thinking of this picture of Moses in this story holding his hands up over a battle. And every time Moses had his hands up, the Israelites were winning the battle. Anytime he lowered his hands, they started to lose the battle. Faith matters to God. Hebrews 11:6, without faith, it is impossible to please God. So God wanted Moses to be looking at this struggle, literally a battle, and he wanted him to have his hands up in faith over this battle. And as long as his faith was strong and his arms were lifted, victory came to Moses and the people. When he let his arms fade in a sense of maybe not believing in the victory and the power of God to bring a victory, they began to lose. And God in this powerful story teaches us afresh. Faith matters to God, always did. 400 years before the law, Genesis 15:6, Abraham believed God and it was credited to him as righteousness. We see Paul write about this in Galatians 3. Faith, it was always faith. Habakkuk 2:4. So I was driving along and I thought, God, I don't have it in me to speak your word, though I feel a fire in my bones. But I do today, Lord, have faith just to quietly, because, Moses wasn't speaking. We don't see anything about him even praying. He was just facing and faithing. So I said, Lord, I'm going to believe you for these things today. I need your help. I need breakthrough. I need victory. I have nothing to say. And I felt the Lord prompt me, well, I want you to share about what you're doing. I want you to share about Exodus 17, 8 to 16, to encourage people, to say, there is a time. There's a time when it's okay. God just wants you to face the struggle. Hold your hands up in faith. You might not even have words to pray, but the Spirit will pray for you. Romans 8:26. When we don't know what to pray, he will pray for us with groans that words can't express. So, the reason you can't find the words is because the real prayer isn't even with words. The Spirit is speaking a different expression to God for you. But there are days when you don't have a whole lot to say, but God is giving you grace and giving you faith like he did Moses, to just raise your hands, face the struggle, and say, Jesus wins. John 16:11, the prince of this world stands defeated. It is done. Psalm 22:31 and John 19:30, it's over. Jesus wins in this place. And so revisit the chapter, Exodus 17, 8 to 16, and keep your hands lifted. God bless you.